Xavi FS Hub. So let's look at Ethereum USD. The Ethereum structure is a little bit not appealing, but we'll look at it and see what we can make out of the structure. We have a break of structure at this level. This is a 2023 price action and a potential floor. You see, market never does anything without notification. Every price action you see in the market is well calibrated, especially Ethereum and BTC. Its price action are well calibrated. Price create here a demand floor. I mean a supply roof. After that supply roof, it came back here and updated another supply roof on the same structure. Then updated the supply roof again, making it a trend line. Now, a breakout from that trend line is considered a break of structure, and price came back to retest it. Then finally, retesting the structure again on the same platform before a final departure of price. So that becomes a valid demand floor. A broken supply roof is a demand floor, and especially if it is tested multiple times to affirm its potency. So on that footnote, I want to place a buy order on this floor, indicating in the future when price returns here that institutions will be willing to push price up again. And you can see what price have done at that level. So if we call a valid demand floor, we are right on technical. We can only be wrong on fundamental. So there might be other prevailing fundamental data prints that might come in, and most likely will shatter all that we have done. So, but let's look at it from technical perspective, and on technical perspective, we are right. And after the upswing, price made a significant drop, and this is also noteworthy, which is when we put our Fibonacci extension on that rally, in that heavy bullish move, market returned by market returned by 50% retracement. On that 50% retracement, that's also very important to us, and you can see that on 13th, market also returned and respected that 50% retracement of the Fibonacci extension. So what we want to see is the potential buy opportunity to see if we can leverage on the correction to that bullish impulse, then find our position to go in where we can swing high and take a significant profit. So what we see again is from that 50% retracement zone, I'm interested in that price action. There's a price action at that level. And our strategy is simple. We try to avoid cutting the body of a candle. I shall be first home. I try as much as possible. In fact, from our experience, every time we cut the body of a candle, we end up that trade in a very big mess. So the strategy is to watch very carefully to not cut the body of a candle. So we can cut the wicks, but we try to avoid cutting the body of a candle. That's how we draw our trend. So I'm looking for midsection, intersection. So in this midsection, we are looking for cutting the wicks but not the body of the candle. And if you warrant you to cut the body of the candle, then you know that you're going to have some issue. You're going to have some issue at the end of the day. You're going to have some kind of issue at the end of the day. So now we are getting a plain structure. We have here is a 50% retracement of that bullish rally, and the price have come back to retest it, creating a demand floor. Before break of demand floor, price can retest. A broken demand floor becomes a supply roof. Test one, test two, test three. Break of a supply roof, price returns here to retest as a demand floor. After testing price broke a demand floor, return to supply roof. Supply roof one, supply roof two, supply roof three, supply roof four. So on that footnote, we have set up a price to be trading below supply. So what this means is that Ethereum is most likely going to drop because price have failed to create a new high. That's the problem. For this market to be assumed to return back to its bullish pace, price need to start trading above this line. Above this line is going to create a new high. For now, market is not creating a new high. It's more consolidating. It's more consolidating at this level. And if you see, we have a now we have gotten our floor. Now let's get our roof. This is a temporary roof. A temporary roof is a high-end supply roof where institutions look to, drop price. This level you see that the institution have been making a strong bearish drop when price gets to that level. In fact, that sell came on double confluence. That sell at that level came at double confluence. It brought double confluence along, where we have a horizontal supply roof meet an ascending supply roof. On the ascending, it was once a demand floor. A broken demand floor became a supply roof. And on that footnote, market has shown a significant resistance. Now you see the structure. Why we saw that from here after price creating a double top structure. We have a supply roof. The supply roof has also initiated a very strong drop in price, and the market returned there. But that was not enough evidence. It wasn't enough because on this note, we also have an ascending trend line structure. The ascending trend line structure, after break of structure, price established here as a demand floor, established here as a supply roof, established here as a demand floor, and established here again as a supply roof, indicating that this is an institutional ascending trend line. So you see, when I define institutional sell and buy zone, it must not be horizontal. You can have couple of ascending trend lines which represent institutional feeling, couples of ascending trend line which represent institutional sentiment. So you can see this might likely be an institutional sentiment because now after break of structure, they start to respect the analysis. In fact, for everything you see on Ethereum is respected. They didn't respect any structure here. As long as they maintain this level of respect on this structure, I will continue to hold this price action responsible, and let's see how it takes us. And now the next thing we'll see again is we'll have another structure on this level. We have price create here supply roof. We have here a series of demand floor, and we are trying to find out the ultimate buy, ultimate sell confirmation. We are looking for a sell confirmation. So we are looking for ultimate sell confirmation. We have here a significant rejection to upswing and a subsequent retest using it as a demand floor, and for a break on structure and market return again. So we'll look at that area and see what market does. Now you see that everything we talk about market structure is real. Now look at what happened. We are going to pick the body of the candle. Let's forget about the weeks because we are generating a trend. So oftentimes when we're generating a trend on a daily time frame, the structure that generates the trend, we focus our trend line to be on the head, avoiding the weeks. Then along the line, we can also initiate the weeks as a top binding element in the structure. But what we try to avoid is cutting the body of the candle. Cutting the body of the candle has never paid us in any way. It has never in any way paid us. So now, my ultimate sell idea will be on break of this structure. So if we have this structure broken, then we know that Ethereum has lost it. It has lost it. So I'm going to change the color to black. So on this note now, let me explain what price has done at this level and why this consolidation is more like consolidation because I cannot really see a very clean high. I cannot see or fathom a clean high at this level. I can't. I can't see that. I can't see that. I know the trend, the overall trend remains bullish, but at the moment, my strategy wants to see a clear cut. So you see, this two boundary becomes your new demand floor. This is a new demand floor. So on this line, if we have this structure broken, in fact, we have a break and close of this structure, then we are ultimately going to change our bias, looking for an opportunity to sell down to take advantage of a falling knife. The bearish drop of cryptos are really insane, and I tell you, this is your new demand floor. This is a new demand floor. So if you have price into this box, feel free to buy. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is structure of the market. And this is by far one of the most advanced structure you will find in this market. It's one of the most advanced structure you will find in the market at the moment because it's quite explanatory and gives you an opportunity to be patient and have a clean sniper entry. So on this note now, if you have price return into here, into 2,944, you can buy because that's a demand floor. That's a demand floor. That area is a demand floor. So I'm going to label that place demand floor. So you have a very good clarity. You have a lot of demand floor. Then we'll have another demand floor on this side. So where we expect price return into that area and show us significant respect. We have another demand floor here. So this becomes another demand floor. So you watch this chart. I will also be watching it. This is the first time we are looking into Ethereum, and to find out the structure is very clean and beautiful, gives us a lot of hope that everything is still well calibrated. Then let's look at from the descending trend line to see if we have a couple of descending trend line. These are ATLs, ascending trend line. We have a couple of ATLs. These are ATL, ascending trend line. We have two ascending trend line on this price action, and we are also going to look at for our descending trend line, and from there we'll see if we can draw some other data analysis from the pair. So now we have gotten our roof. This is our supply roof. That's our supply roof. So on the supply roof, market has played actively, and so it is what it is. So on that supply roof, so let's see what happens on that supply roof, and this is our supply. Sorry, we'll have some transmission issue. So this is our supply roof. And the next thing I want to see is the descending trend line. This is a 4 hour descending trend line structure. I want to see what it does. The most important thing I'm looking out for is we have a clean structure. If it comes to breaking and cutting the body of a candle, it really becomes very skeptical. But we have one break of structure on that level, and we have invalidation of structure whereby the body of a candle is cut. But I do not have confidence in this kind of structure. It's never been in our thing to cut the body of a candle, but sometimes we draw price action from it if the invalidation is not something reoccurring. But at this level, you see it has provided a sell impetus, especially on Thursday 16th price action. So I'll be leaving with a dotted line so that it doesn't mess up our chart. That's the descending trend line after price establishing high, and we ultimately have a breakout of that structure and possible retest, and before break of demand, price respected it after breaking the demand floor. Then we move back again to break the supply roof, return break the supply roof again, return break the demand floor, then return to respect it as a supply roof. So the dangers of cutting the body of a candle is because of the some of the irregularities that come with it. It's not something we want to get involved in. So you can see what structure have done. We have invalidation of structure at this level. But however, we're going to keep it dotted. Let's keep it dotted so that we use it for reference. Now that we have gotten our sell price action trigger from that very nasty move. So we'll still keep it and hoping that a dip back into it will offer us a sell opportunity. And the most important thing is that structure, this dotted line, a break above this dotted line will be also a buy confirmation. It will be a buy confirmation because it will be a break of structure, break of a supply roof where price becomes on demand floor, hopefully may target to go high. And in that case, if that happens, then we are more likely going to have something like this where we will have a retest from the roof. So at this level, you see that the market is also setting up itself. So we're going to put this dotted line, and in fact, let's make it a normal line because that price action is valid. So if price returns on that level on a bullish footnote, then I will want to look at opportunity to sell based on the price action at this level. Look at the price action, very clean price, creating here a demand floor, break of a demand floor. The price came here to respect as a supply roof. Break of a supply roof, price turns as a demand floor one, demand floor. Two, break of a demand floor, price turns here as supply roof, and you see that on daily time frame that January 8th, this price action provided a sell impetus for Ethereum USDT. It remains valid if price returns on this level. I will want to hold it as a part of our daily supply roof where we look for an opportunity to sell in line with the current market price action. So this is what we see. The market is bullish, but at the moment, it's creating some kind of consolidation, and it has failed to make a clear higher high, which should give us an opportunity to go long, with our eyes closed. So at the moment, if you are going long, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. You could dip into your account. So what we see here, it's a potential. There is no trade at the moment for Ethereum. There is actually no trade. The only time you're going to have trade is to allow price come down into this zone. Allow price, it must happen. This is a must, but you don't know who is going to do it. So if price comes back into here, you want to look at the buy. And why are you buying? You're looking at the level of institutional rejection at that level. At least when price dips here, you are guaranteed of a 200 peak move. Allow price to come into that level. Allow it. If you allow it to definitely come to that level, and if price comes to that level and there is lack of liquidity, the market might leverage on this demand floor, a break of this demand floor. If price comes here and we have a break and close below this ascending trend line, then price will ultimately come here, then come back, break the structure, and target the real demand floor. I mean, the real demand floor where we expect a strong price action. So at this level, you could have something like this. So this is your structure, very clean and valid structure, very clean. And I'll be holding this structure responsible. And let's add more spice to it to have a descending trend line breakout on this level, and this will serve as a guide to bring this price to series of lower low. So as price makes lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, for it to get to the ground, it has to set up a midterm bearish characteristics, whereby we begin to see it in form of a downtrend and establishing lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So this is the pathway. After price creating a structure here, price created a supply roof here, break of a supply roof, price on demand one, demand two, demand three. So if price comes back in line with this area, I believe the next thing that will happen, that the market might dip itself by breaking that structure, come down here as market is already creating a demand floor on a descending trend line. So its demand floor is on a descending trend line, indicating that a liquidity take for a buy will come on this descending trend line. Then the market will close above the green bar, indicating that it's still a valid line. But if you have break and close below this structure, then we are having a sell confirmation. It's a sell day. So this is quite explanatory, and ShaVFS Hub. We never use indicator. We are market structure specialists. We are market structure specialists. It's not capping. It is what it is. So feel free, look at our analysis. Feel free to criticize it. But if you have nothing to say, just learn from the process. Add it to what you are doing. It's going to make a whole lot of sense. That's an SR. It's going to make a whole lot of sense to your journey. And it's just an educational series. It's not intended uh, to mislead you. All we're just doing here is to share with you our trading strategy. This is how we see the market. This is how we see it. So if you have a divergent view, feel free to come to the comment section and let your views be known. But if there is none, give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Support your boy so we can go harder on this game. You know. So that's all we want. And I think Ethereum ended well. That's the first time we are looking at Ethereum holistically, and I'm pleased to see that Ethereum have a very sweet structure. So I'm going to also do a lot of review on this structure. So we have to practice this structure as much as possible so that we'll fix our mind on the potential buy sell zones. Very nice structure for Ethereum.